Now I've managed to get the larger 3.5 by 10 Pirelli on the bike. It is going to work. I had to take off my performance shock. I really like this shock for high speeds because it gives you a lot more stability without it bottoming out. Now on the tire itself, it comes to within a 1/4 inch of the engine casing back in here, but it also comes to within about 1/8 of an inch of the 120cc cylinder, which is fine because the tire is connected to the case, so the tire is not going to get any closer or farther away from the case. Now the only other thing I did was put on the stock shock, which is right here, and if I spin the tire a little bit, I don't know if you can see it right down there, but it doesn't touch. So if it doesn't bottom out, I think it'll work okay. And it's going to change the gear ratio a little bit. We'll see what's going to happen. And then of course I'm going to take this off. I always like to experiment. Now for a lot of you people out there, gyro owners, if you think that a stock Elite or Dio clutch spring will work on a gyro, because this one's no longer available, it won't. This gyro shock, it could be the same length, but we have a circular ending down here, just like this side, but this other side, which goes on the bottom of the case in the Dio, won't work because the shock has a rounded part in the top too. It may take the same type of spring, but the shock body itself, a Dio shock body, will not work on a gyro. So I kind of looked at that and I thought, well, maybe, you know, Honda puts everything together like that. All the brakes have been cleaned up. You might want to put a little dab of grease right in here or right there, just a tiny bit, so that the clamshells can open a little bit easier. And then we'll adjust the brakes when I get the wheels on. The wheels have got their last coat of this clear on it. I'm going to use this clear. This is a high performance wheel coating. I'm going to use this clear on it until I can sand it down and use the other clear. But I want to get the wheels back on the gyro here. I just love that color. I painted it last year. Really cool. Kind of an electric lavender. And this is a nice thing about the Japanese. This is a wheel hub bumper that actually, these are 3-piece wheels, but it goes right in here against the metal bumpers, metal wheels. And there's no crack. After 26 years, there's no cracks in it. There's no stress problems, nothing. It looks like it's brand new. Now, you'd expect it to be somewhat damaged. You can't get them anymore. I got 2 of them right here. But that's the way the Japanese used to build things, when they used to build them in Japan. And I wish that the Japanese would get back to that. Because when I buy something from Japan, I want it made in Japan. I don't want it made in Antarctica or Mars or Moon Base 6. I want it made right there, genuine Nippon. But that's just not the way it is to be in this new global reality in economics. Now the bumpers I showed you go on the back right here. This is called the hub. They go on the back of the hub, and that bolts to the back of the rear rim right here. And yeah, these are the rear rims. So today I will get my tires. They're 6 inches by 5 inches, and we'll see if they'll fit, because even if you go and buy tires like I did on this that are 3.5 by 6, 3.5 by 10, the whole tire can be a lot bigger. And if the whole tire is a lot bigger, then if you're working on real small increments, then you can run into problems. So I'm going to see how well this 3.5 tire works. And if I get better performance, then I'm going to come back and state, yeah, you can do it. The one thing about it is you have to kind of take the rear shock off the back mount to get the tire on, or have the tire with less air in it. But once you get it in there, it'll fit. So hopefully I'll be able to make a video tonight with the new Carlisle tires going on the Gyro, because I don't like having all these projects out and about torn down. Projects that are torn down for a long time, first of all, you forget what you're doing. Secondly, you can lose parts. And damn, it's you don't want to lose parts on a bike that you cannot replace. And then we're going to use Permatex blue thread locker on all these. They have blue and the red. The red is a real good one, but you need like a blowtorch to take it off. Okay.